Yeah, you can tell just by looking at some sort of a Ford truck, diesel truck with a Caterpillar engine. Now this tent is fairly new. And over there you can see some old hulks of some trailers. Here's this vehicle that may have been driven off a cliff just for the sheer hell of it. Well, lots of shotgun shells, so clearly people shooting their shotguns out here. So it looks like it may have been burnt. There's melted aluminum, busted glass. This truck was almost in perfect condition. Oh, we just found an old cabin. My name is Steve from Las Vegas, and these are my adventures. Experts estimate that there are nearly 200,000 abandoned mines in the state of Nevada, resulting from historical mining activity. Today, we will explore 2 of them. On the map, you could see Las Vegas is right here, Utah is up here, and of course, California way over here. Arizona's down here, and this is New Mexico, Colorado up there, just kind of orient the map here. Above Las Vegas is the Picture Canyon entrance. Now, the sheep range here is where we've been doing most of our hikes, and the lost truck is further up here, deeper, even deeper up in the sheep range. But this past weekend, I want to do something a little bit different. I've been doing research on old abandoned mines in the state of Nevada, and there's a couple of mines that I really wanted to check out, especially the Lucy Gray mine and the Jean Lake Hills mine that's got some equipment out there. And I like old equipment, things like that. I mean, if I'm going to go way out in the desert, I want a good reason for it. Let me find something cool. So there are equipment and structures out there. The Jean Lake Hills mine, there was some heavy equipment, vehicles, structures, and whatnot. It's kind of cool. And then from there, we drove Jean Lake on dirt the entire way through California to the Lucy Gray cabin, Lucy Gray mine, and there's an old truck out there as well. Now, you may notice that I'm not zoomed in on the map, and the map does look kind of blurry. And the reason for that is I don't want to give out these specific locations. Now, if you want to look up Lucy Gray cabin or Jean Lake Hills and look around there on Google Earth, yeah, sooner or later you're going to find these locations. But generally, I do not give out locations. Reason being is these are historical artifacts, and I'm sure that you are a responsible person, and if you went out there, you would just be, taking pictures and whatnot, but there's a lot of people who are not responsible. The Jean Lake Hills mine was the structures and vehicles were burned, destroyed, damaged. There was broken glass and bullet shells everywhere. It looked like a war zone. People go out there and just tear things up, and it's really shame. The Lucy Gray cabin was fairly intact. The mine itself, the shafts are somewhat filled in, but there's an old truck out there that, as of a few years ago, I'll show you a picture of the old truck. As you can see, the old truck at Lucy Gray mine a few years ago, this was taken from one of the websites that actually has directions to the mine, very detailed directions. You can see this truck is almost intact. And in fact, the website says the truck is almost intact. Pour some gas in, it'll probably go. And that looks like was the case. However, when I went out there, it's a very different story. So this right here is what happens when you post directions to mines and artifacts. People go out there. They steal anything of value. They destroy things. They spray paint things. They blow things up. They burn things. And this old truck has clearly been stripped. So I will take you out there. I'm going to show you in the video. But as far as locations go, I generally don't give out locations for this specific reason. So if you're ready, let's jump in the truck and head out to the first location, and we'll check it out. We're at this mine here. This is somewhere in the Jean Hills, so way, 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 way out there. Probably just past that cement plant. That's the highway. And it was a heck of a drive coming out here. In fact, we had to take the same route as the Mint 400 race coming out here. And I'll tell you what, it was pretty bumpy. I can't believe these trophy trucks take that route out there. Now, looking down here, you can see a lot of debris down there. It looks like maybe an old generator frame or something. And other debris down there. But this particular mine I want to check out because there is a lot of debris. So this time I'm out here with a buddy. It's a spare truck. We're in kind of a remote area, and there's been some unusual activity at the mine. So for safety reasons, I want to bring a second person out here. Now, this old water truck here has been here for many, many years, and there's bullet holes in it. Looks like it might be burned out. This looks like part of a tire. And this is obviously a leak or something of some oil, gas perhaps. Yeah, there's probably no starting this thing. But here's the interior. It looks like it has been maybe caught on fire at one point in time. Why people need to destroy things, I don't know, because this was probably intact at one time, I'm guessing. Caterpillar 3208 engine, and I think there is somewhere around here. I can lift this up. It looks like it might be, yeah. It's a Ford. It's some sort of a Ford. So that's Yeah, you can tell just by looking at some sort of a Ford truck, diesel truck with the Caterpillar engine. And you can see the air cleaner there. Here's the engine. A lot of missing hoses, so it would take a lot to get this thing running, obviously. Tires are shot. It's just an old water truck that's out here. Beer, somebody's been out here drinking beer. Steering column, I don't even know if that's connected anymore. It's all bent up. So yeah, this truck isn't going anywhere. It would take. It's just an old Hulk. Here's some Salt Lake City County Health Department permit number 2015, expired December 98, I think it is, 96. Scavenge and salvage vehicle permit, but that's about it. So like I said, what we're gonna do now, here's a trailer over here, like it might have been burnt out too. We're gonna do a little bit of hiking around here, this mine, take a look and see what other interesting things there are. There's some old buildings and other trailers out here. No one's been out here for 50 years, but you could see all this this burning, burned vehicles, beer cans and trash. This is exactly why I don't give out locations, or like to give location, because if too many people find them, unfortunately they just trash these places. Here's an old tent. Now this tent is fairly new. Looks like it's still probably good. You could put this up and it'd be just fine. In fact, well, it's just a cheap Walmart tent, Ozark Trail. But yeah, this tent, somebody camped out here and just left the tent, which, you know, littering it at all is really terrible. Now, way off there in the distance, you could see a dust trail. I don't know where they are, but there's a vehicle out there. And we went up there on the dust trail. Somebody was shooting fireworks off here. There's the empty firework tube. And over there, you could see some old hulks of some trailers. And over here is a campfire. But what we're gonna go is out this direction, and like I said, there's a couple folks with me today for this particular trip, because I've received some reports of some strange activity out here. So without further ado, let's hike up the road a little bit and see what else is out here. I'm just walking around here at this mine complex. It looks like just an open pit mine. A lot of debris out here. There's a dumpster over here, and looks like it's burnt again. I don't know if people have to light everything on fire out here, but over there, we'll check that in just a little bit. But here's this dumpster. All right, so what this is some sort of a dozer blade, it looks like, and it's been burned. Somebody lit a fire here. Judging by these cables, looks like it might have been a tire. So they lit a tire on fire here, and I'm not sure what the deal was with that. On Google Earth, this looked like a hatch, but it's really just some sort of a box. There's no hatch. And like I said, this is just some sort of a large dozer blade. Probably good for scrap and nothing else. Looking around, just various junk, trash. And over here, you got a big old tire over there, a barrel out there, a lot of junk here. So let's walk around a little bit more and see what else we can find at this place. Looks like we may have some crushed vehicles. Ooh, crushed vehicles out there, and there's a piece of heavy equipment. Let's walk down and check that out. All right, so there's some sort of a vehicle wreck over there. I'm guessing maybe it was driven off this old junk vehicle. There's also a loader, a tractor. And looks like in pretty poor condition. I don't think there's any getting this thing running. We're gonna check it out anyway, because it's kind of cool to find old equipment out here. Might make a nice yard decoration or scrap the whole damn thing. I was looking around this open pit mine. I'm guessing this was an open pit mine. Here's this vehicle that may have been driven off a cliff just for the sheer hell of it. But you can see the vehicle is in really poor condition. There's the engine, everything is smashed. This vehicle will never run again. The only thing to tell you what kind of vehicle was the rims, which may have been custom rims. May have been lit on fire and thrown over the cliff. Hard to say. You can see it's been burned. It's really just scrap. But yeah, that's it. You never know what you find deep in the desert here. Yeah, just a pit mine. These vehicles, unfortunately, there's no getting them running again. We had a car over there, a loader here, and you saw that Ford water truck over there. Some trailers. Let me come up here real quick, see if I can see anything up here. A lot of bullet shells, people out here shooting, which I think it is legal to shoot, too. I don't see anything up here. Looks like evidence of water. You could see the hills there. Nothing really. I think we're gonna get out and drive the whole perimeter of this area, and before we head to the next point. And I'm guessing this was a camping spot. Lots of shotgun shells, so clearly people are shooting their shotguns out here. And again, I think it is legal to shoot out here too. Campfire. It might be kind of a cool place to camp. It was a little bit of drive getting out here. You definitely need a four-wheel drive for it though. But not much else that I could see so far. Oh, we're gonna drive the perimeter of the mine, but as you can see right here, it's really not conducive to driving. I mean, technically, yeah, my truck could make it, but these jagged rocks, that's an unnecessary risk. I don't need a flat tire way out here. So I think we might just head back to the trucks. There's those trailers over there, and the trucks are on the other side of this hill, and then we'll probably head to the next point. Just real quick, I'll show you these trailers here. A couple of semi-trailers. Looks like they've been burned, also torn up. These are usually left in pretty decent condition, but people come out here and just tear this stuff up. They shoot them with guns, bullet holes, light them on fire. I mean, I don't know why people need to be so destructive, but they do. And see, like right here, this is melted, there's probably melted aluminum. I mean, look at this. That's a melted piece of aluminum got so hot. All this other melted aluminum because somebody lit this trailer on fire. Personally, I have no desire to tear things up like that, but some people in this world do. And it's unfortunate, but that's why sometimes we carry firearms for protection, because I just don't trust people. Over here looks like may have been some sort of a refrigerated trailer maybe. And this one is also, looks like it may have been burnt. There's melted aluminum, busted glass. This, when it was left, was probably in decent condition, but this is what people do to it. Here's the gates to this complex here, which of course never closed and locked. And I don't think this is private property. To my best of my knowledge, this is all BLM land, which is Bureau of Land Management, which means it's public land. So like I said, to the best of my knowledge, it's all public land. And out there beyond that cement plant, which you see, I think it's cement plant out there, is a highway. And if you follow these telephone poles straight out there, that'll lead to the highway, I believe, which is to Prim, Nevada, which is where we're going next to get to this next mine. So let's saddle up and head on out there. So here we have a horned toad, and pretty fast, but this guy's letting us get close to him. So we'll get a little closer, try to get this horned toad. He doesn't look alive, but I can assure you he is. He's kind of cool looking. Let him be and be going our way. All right, here at the Lucy Gray mine. Believe it or not, this truck, there is a website that lists the details of Lucy Gray mine and all the artifacts out here. This truck was almost in perfect condition. They said, just put a little gas in it, pop the hood, and make sure the engine's there, and it's good to go. So clearly this truck has been stripped. This is a military deuce and a half, 2.5 ton. These vehicles made by Kaiser, GM, American companies used to run on damn near anything. Typically diesel though, but there's the gas tank. Suspension, people have no doubt stripped this either for parts or for scrap. It's kind of sad because, like I said, this vehicle was, what I've been told, almost intact, and clearly was used as a mining truck out there. So However old it is, I'm guessing somewhere after Vietnam, because these are actually old vehicles. Although when I was in the military, I did drive something like this for a little while. But anyway, here's the controls. You can see this deuce and a half is really in poor condition. It was converted to a dump truck, so you can see right there, Heil Equipment Company, model capacity, blah blah blah. Old dump truck, and wheels, tires gone. Pretty much anything of value are gone. It's a manual. All these old trucks had manual transmissions. Here's the engine again. And like I said, this is the old truck out here, deuce and a half, out here at Lucy Gray Mine. Up there, I don't think there's anything more up there. But up here, and you can see some of the signs. I'm not going to go all the way up here today. It's kind of rough and we've got to get back. You can see some trash out here, barrels, fencing or whatnot. And over here, these danger, unsafe mine, keep out, stay alive. And there could be a shaft up on the hill because that's where the mine is. But last info I have is all the mine shafts have been sealed up. So maybe it's possible to stick a GoPro down. I don't know if we'd actually see anything, but I don't think it's worth the climbing up there, and driving up there would be rough, as you saw. So I'm gonna turn back and see if we could check out that old cabin on the way out here. All right, we just found an old cabin, and we're going to explore this old cabin and check it out. We're gonna see what's here. We're gonna peek inside and be careful. Money earned something way. All right, Rattlesnake City, obviously, so we're gonna watch where we step. There's clearly a lot of debris here. A lot of artifacts. It's a very old cabin. Carefully looking around. I'm guessing this is some sort of a living room. Rodent droppings, old furniture, a lot of trash in here. There was a bed. Yeah, look at this place. Coming around the outside, it appears everything is here. It's just trash. Here's a can pile. We've seen these can piles so often in our journeys out here, because back in the day everything came in a can. They just dumped him here. But this trash is really, really old. See, these are church key to open this one. There's a pull tab can, so these are really, really old. Maybe it's some sort of a structure, possibly an outhouse over there. But yeah, there's debris all over this place. Part of a vehicle, perhaps. So that deuce and a half we saw, that's early 60s, or even late 50s, Vietnam War era. So it's not that old, but this cabin itself might be older. I'm not sure. Looks like the rocks are stacked in a way. Yeah, so you see the rocks stacked there? There's like a path leading to, I'm assuming, the outhouse. So clearly this cabin had no plumbing, and to use their bathroom, you had to, in the middle of the night, leave this little cabin and head over there to the bathroom. More debris. Lots of debris out here. That's a nice looking barrel cactus. Not seeing anything really interesting, just a lot of sheet metal, wood, chicken wire. It's like there may have been a foundation here. And over here, some wire, some sort of a wire. Inside here, oh my God. If you hear rustling over there, I do have a couple of folks with me, so don't be alarmed. This would be creepy at night, wouldn't it? Alright, so we got a lot of water bottles in this fridge. There is a hazy little thing, IPA. It is unopened, 12 ounce. Other than that, people were using this fridge not too long ago. Let's see, rock products. Okay. I'm assuming this is like headquarters for mining, or somebody's house out here for mining, because there's a lot of mining magazines. In the fridge, we've got coffee can. Nothing in it. Well, white powdery stuff. I don't know what that is. A glass. Oh, what's in here? Nasty old vegetables or something. Bullet holes in the fridge. Case of water. Full case of water. Look at that. So if you're stranded at Lucy Gray, find this cabin and you're parched, you need a place to refresh, there's the water, which is always kind of nice. Under here, a lot of magazines, things like that. And batteries. And over here, I'm seeing some carpets. I'm guessing this was the bedroom sleeping area. I don't think I would want to sleep here now. Nothing but trash and debris. This has been out here a very long time. So this is kind of a cool little cabin out here in the middle of nowhere, if it was all fixed up. Alright, so you internet sleuths just for dating, 2017, spring summer 2017 right there. I know you always ask me to look for dates when I'm out here. Here's some vitamins. Kirkland vitamin D3. I don't see an expiration date on here. If you do, let me know, but I don't. Obviously, it's no good, but is that one? No, I don't see an expiration date. Mega Red. 3 of 2016. There's your expiration date. So yeah, 2016, 2017, from what I could see, is 1, 2, 3. That's 5 years ago. So really, that wasn't that long. But I don't see this being an active cabin 5 years ago, because I mean, take a look at the condition. It took a long way to get into this condition. So maybe 5 years ago, this could have been an active mine. Somebody tried to remine it or something. I don't know. But if at any rate, right now, it's really in terrible condition, and it's pretty much abandoned. And that's Lucy Gray for you, Lucy Gray mine. Now, we didn't go to the actual shaft. I did some research on this. I've been told that the shaft is either filled in with foam or it's got bat gates on it. So it's pointless to trek up to the shaft if it's all filled in, which I've been told it is, which is unfortunate. Like a wood stove was here. Corner, keeping people warm on those cold desert nights. And that's it. Just walking around a little more outside that cabin. Now, there's part of an old car right there. Judging by the shape, it looks like something from in the 30s or 20s, like that old truck we found. There's another pile of cans. Looks like this is the dump for their cans out here. And that's about it, I guess. Back in the day, they didn't care about littering. They just toss everything off to the side and be done with it. Nowadays, people are a little more conscious about where they dump their trash. That'd be a car hood, it looks like. Some cans under there. Looking up that hill might be some tailings piles, and could be a prospect pit or a mine. Like I said, I've been told all the mine shafts out here are sealed, and so it's pointless to go exploring if it's going to end up being something going to be sealed anyway. But that's about it. That's what we have for Lucy Gray. I don't know if you can see it, but I can. And that's actually California. So we're in Nevada right now, but this is right on the, you have to go through California to get to it, which is always iffy. So we're gonna head back and make the long trek back towards Prim and get out of here. But yeah, this is Lucy Gray. Hope you enjoyed it. In Nevada, even though we had to go through California for one. And like I said, just a really quick video. If you like what you see, please subscribe. I've got a couple of really long range hikes planned, so you're definitely going to want to be notified when those come out. Those are going to take all day long. So like I said, if you like what you see, please subscribe, and until the next time, see you on the next adventure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the videos, please subscribe to the channel and you'll be notified when I post a new one. All of my videos are unscripted as they happen. I can't promise they'll be exciting, but I can promise they'll be 100% real. My name is Steve from Las Vegas, and these are my adventures.